drummer, like, early on, even your big, inspirations and everything like that. And they will all have like this really focused and like, I really want to, I want to kill
Hmm.
you and murder you and sever you, or like, I'm really uncomfortable right now. Usually a mix of both. And it usually always involves a double chin of some kind. Even if they don't have a double chin, they will form one to complete the drummer face.
And there you go.
Drummer face.
Drummer
Next
face.
show you go to, go watch the drummer. Don't be mean to him, though. I mean, don't stare at him like, because if you're Archangela, they'll engage you in a staring contest. And the drummer
Uh-huh.
has won his staring contests. So, you're fair warned if you want to try that. But go ahead, go watch, watch your musicians. I used to make the craziest faces when I was playing my keyboards on stage, trying to look like a tough metal guy. I got pictures. You should see them sometime. They're fabulously awful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That'd be interesting to look at. Or not. I don't know.
Well, they're fun. I mean, I've kept them. They're pretty old by now, but it's fun to see me try to be this big tough metal guy.
Oh, you're hilarious. Okay, so we do have one. Now, did you want to do your Today on Music?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that segment real quick.
Okay.
I'll just pick a good one here. We like to do a segment every week called This Day in Music History. And let me punch it up and see what good stuff we've got today. Let's see. Ooh, this is a great one. In 1966, the Rolling Stones were at number 1 on the UK singles chart with Paint It Black. Which is probably one of my only really favorite Rolling Stones songs. I'm admittedly just not a huge Rolling Stones fan. Sorry, folks. If you are a huge fan, that's great. Don't let my lack of enthusiasm dampen your enthusiasm. They're just not real big on my list of people I'd be super interested in. But they're talented musicians, so I'm not talking bad about them at all. But moving on to, let's see. In 1990, for the first time ever, the top 5 positions on the U.S. singles chart were held by female artists, all female artists. Madonna was at number 1 with Vogue, Heart were at number 2, Sinead O'Connor, number 3, Wilson Phillips at number 4, and Janet Jackson was at number 5.
Wow.
Pretty good day. Pretty good day in music history for equality and things. So those are just a couple highlights from this day in music.
That's fantastic. Women. Speaking of women music industry, when we got back from vacation on June 8th, we're going to talk to a rock and roller, sexy woman, Susan Quayle. And she is I've been talking to her for quite some time through email, and she's awesome. And I really cannot wait to talk to her about the music industry and the females, how she's taking it, how she's able to overcome it. And that will be a fantastic show to listen to. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it should be a really good show. She puts on a good show. Look her up on Facebook. She's on the Let's Talk About the Music site, so look her up. Definitely listen to her stuff. It's well worth it.
And then right after that, we have Mackenzie Dale comes back on the show. She's a female, so we can talk to her how she's doing being a female in the music industry too. You know what? This is the first time I'm gonna have girls on the show. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
and you're gonna be the only guy. Yes,
I know. It's gonna be spider squishing day, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's gonna squishy. It's gonna be epic. Now I'm just doing it on purpose now. All right, so we have one more clip, and it's episode 21. We were going to do 21, but Spider did 21. I mentioned on there that we're going to do 21 only if we have time, and we have a half an hour time. Actually, less than that. Like maybe 15 minutes of time. So we're going to do this. So this is Johnny Searfoss, chicken scales. I think you already said something about this already.
Yep, he was comparing different styles of blues and music in general to different recipes of food, and this is what came out of that. Just a few minutes of clip.
All right, so here you guys go.
Okay, so I'll tell students, if you're going to play something B.B. King-ish, you're going to want this type of sound or scale. Because that's that kind of a feel, that happy, melodic, major kind of sounding thing, Now, but that's one kind of chicken, right? Let's say you want to do Chinese chicken. You're going to probably play a scale like this. Right? So it's like, oh my goodness, I would like to play some Indian chicken. Okay, then you're going to need this.
And there you have it, Johnny Searfoss, chicken scales. Oh my gosh, fireworks. Yes! 6 months! Oh! I do believe going back into all the episodes that reliving it, I do believe by episode 12 I started to get the hang of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the groove was definitely getting picked up by then, and it's just kept getting solidified since.
Right. And then when I asked you, well, I did, but I need a co-host, and you said, oh, okay, if you can't find anybody else, I'll do it. And we kind of like step on each other's toes a little bit, and then we got a groove. We got it.
Honestly, I expected it to be temporary. Like, I figured I'd come on and I'd do some shows, and you'd be like, oh, hey, I found somebody really good for that co-host spot. And I'd be like, okay, and I'd just go and sit back there. But, I'm still here.
You are.
I'm still here.
I haven't squashed you to get you the curve yet. No, I mean, you mentioned, last episode that you helped me pronounce stuff that's what you're hired for. Oh, dude, you do a lot more than that. I wanted to say something, but I didn't really think about it until after the show. Like, oh my god, that's so wrong. You do more than you do the research. You do. You help keep the show going when musicians are getting too talkative. That I gotta make sure I do the spot breaks and the promos. And yeah, and so you keep things in order sometimes. Sometimes I have to keep the order. So we kind of like a tag team. And so having you being part of the show, being the co-host, actually kind of fits the bill. So you kind of like the glue that kind of puts things together.
Oh, I'm all sticky.
You are sticky.
Well, that's kind of my thing. I'm kind of an organizer kind of thing, and I like to arrange things neatly, which is funny because we're never neat on this show. We're always all over the place, and that's cool. I mean, I don't ever look bad on that either. I'm always like, hey, that's great. I just like taking random directions, but yeah, so thank you. Mm-hmm. I guess because I obviously don't know how to take compliments either because I'm just that kind of person.
Yes, a lot of I don't take compliments either very well, but we'll get there.
We're making it. We got the team thing down. We got the musicians making us laugh. Oh my god! Oh my goodness, we've got blues chicken,
and squirrels balls.
That's the best news I've heard all day. Mott's, if you're out there, I want you back on the show. Really. Yes. Call in sometime.
I'm surprised, like I said, I'm surprised that Sean didn't call it. I'm actually disappointed.
See, and I'm disappointed now. I'm going to have to get after him because, this would have been the perfect show to have Sean back on because, we're talking about escapades and old episodes and memories and memories.
And also, I found out there is a way for me to repair both episodes, both shows. And so I will have to fix it and reload it. But now there's two links. I don't know how to load them all up. I'll probably use the second one since it's been more active. I don't know. But anyway, so what we can do I'll let you guys know that we are going to be on vacation, so we are not going to be...
Vacation time, folks. Vacation time.
So there will not be a show next Wednesday. What's going to happen is that we're going to be playing autoplay as of tomorrow night after I get off doing just music. And at 10 o'clock p.m. And so it's going to start right after that show, and it's going to be playing on until we return. Every one of us will get back on June 6th, and that's going to be the following Monday, and get things set up. I'll be coming back with just music on that day, that evening. And then on Wednesday, we'll have Susan Quell on, and then again on the 9th, we will also have just music. Now, we do not have a morning show. I canceled because it was too difficult for me. So if anybody out there who wants to do a morning show, wants to come on board, this is what I'm looking for. You gotta
serious inquiries only, by the way. Like, you gotta be, 100% down because we don't want to, seem like we're pushy or anything, but we need you to be dedicated to the cause.
Right. Because we move when we groove. We got a groove going on, and we are really fast paced. We probably intimidate some people how much we are really organized and we're on top of each other. But is that you got to be on top of things. We have to be dependent on you. We got to trust you, and we really do want a morning person on the team. So if you're interested. I only need a 30-second demo why you want to be in the air, and you have to be entertaining. And if you need me to teach you how to use speaker, I can do that. But that's what needs. You can also record your show, and I'll put it on autoplay. It doesn't matter. We just need a morning show to help promote the shows coming up because we're basically, like I said, we're turning this into a radio station, and I am looking for that kind of a movement. So anyone out there, go to the website, flashbacking.com, and contact me, and I would love to have a personality on the show to do a morning show. Okay? If you guys want an idea what the morning show sounds like, go to archives here on speaker and click on morning shows, and you guys will get the idea of it. That's what I'm looking for. Be entertaining. That's all I ask for. Anything else you want to say?
Well, not really any more than what you said, but definitely have a bit of a work ethic because there's more than just coming on the show and doing the thing. There's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes that are really important, like talking to bands, talking to the other people involved in making the show, working on the promos. There's a lot of stuff that goes on, and you don't have to do all of that, but you got to be aware that that's what's happening, and you have to be in the loop. Yeah. And when you get on, you have to be. I'm not the most radio personality kind of guy. I've kind of got that flat kind of like kind of thing going on. But I mean, I have Shels to balance me out. Shels is the perky kind of like, hey, kind of thing. And so we mesh here. But if you're going to be by yourself, you got to kind of find a balance between us two. Because if it was just me, I'd have to work a lot harder to be a little bit more on the perky side, I think. Which I can do. But I could do. I just have to work on it because it's not, a dominant part of my personality here. But if you're going to do a morning show, people are waking up to listen to you, be perky.
Right. And the morning show would have taken off just fine. But like I said, I work graveyard, and so it's very difficult for me to get up the next morning to do, especially my day off tour where I can actually do it. So I had to cancel it, and I had listeners. So you'll get Voice of Reasons coming on